Everyone has a story, a chapter they never read out loud, a pain they silently carry. But what if I told you that pain isn't your curse, it's your key? What if every struggle you faced, every heartbreak, every loss was preparing you for something far greater than you could imagine? Pain is not the end, it's the beginning of your transformation. Understanding pain's purpose. Pain exists for a reason. It shows you where you're broken, so you can rebuild stronger. It reveals what matters by showing you what hurts. Pain doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to reveal you. Think about it. The strongest people you've ever met, they didn't become that way through ease. They were forged in fire. So don't ask, why me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Stop running from pain. Most people try to escape pain. They numb it with distractions, scrolling, binge watching, sleeping, addictions. But pain that is ignored grows louder. Instead, sit with it. Listen to it. Pain has a voice and it's trying to guide you. It's not your enemy. It's your coach. What you feel right now could be the very thing pushing you toward your purpose. Using pain as fuel. Pain gives you something powerful, energy. You can use that energy to destroy yourself or to build yourself. The choice is always yours. Some of the greatest success stories were born from suffering. They turned their trauma into strength, their heartbreak into art, their failures into wisdom. When you stop being a victim of your pain and start being a student of it, you evolve. The mindset shift. This is where everything changes. Stop saying, this happened to me, and start saying, this happened for me. Reframe your story. You didn't lose. They lost access to you. You weren't rejected. You were redirected. That failure, it wasn't the end. It was the lesson. That pain, it's not weakness. It's power in raw form, waiting for you to shape it. Rise through discipline. Pain wants to make you soft, undisciplined, weak. But here's where you fight back. Start waking up earlier. Start working out. Even when you don't feel like it. Start building that business, studying that skill, chasing that goal. Let pain be the reason you move, not the excuse you stop. Because every time you show up despite the pain, you're rewriting who you are. Build identity through struggle. Pain gives you a chance to reinvent yourself. Who are you when everything is stripped away? When no one's cheering for you? When life breaks your heart? That's when the real you is revealed, and you have a choice to stay broken or to build a version of you that's unshakable. Speak to your future self. Close your eyes and imagine this. 1 year from now, the pain you feel today is gone, but in its place, discipline, power, clarity, strength. The future version of you is proud because you chose to fight when it was hard. You chose to keep showing up. You chose to become more than your suffering. So here's the truth. Your pain is not the enemy. It's the weight you lift to become stronger. It's the fire that forges your character. It's the challenge that reveals your greatness. Don't waste it. Don't run from it. Use it. Turn your pain into power. You're not alone in this battle. One of the biggest lies pain tells you is that you're alone, that no one understands, but the truth is, millions of people are silently carrying their own pain, just like you. Some are healing from heartbreak. Some are fighting battles in their mind every day. And others, they've taken their pain and built something beautiful from it. You are not alone in your struggle, and you're not weak for feeling broken. What matters is what you do with that feeling, because that's where your story becomes different. From thought to action, you've listened to the words, you've felt the emotion. Now what? Now you act, because knowledge without action is just entertainment. So here's your challenge. Take one painful memory and write down the lesson it taught you. Take one area of your life that feels broken and commit to rebuilding it starting today. Take one excuse you've been hiding behind and destroy it. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to take the first step. Every great transformation begins with one hard choice, and that choice is yours right now. Learn to trust yourself again. One of the cruelest things pain does is make you doubt yourself. You start to question your decisions, your strength, even your worth. But here's what most people don't realize. Self-trust isn't built in comfort. It's forged in chaos. Every time you keep your word to yourself, every time you show up when it's hard, every time you say no to the old version of you, you're slowly rebuilding trust in the mirror. So don't wait for the perfect conditions to feel confident. Start where you are, with shaky hands, with doubt, with fear. Because self-belief doesn't come before action, it comes after. Use your pain to help others. There's something powerful that happens when you stop asking, why me, and start asking, who else? Who else is going through what you went through? Who else is silently battling what you've already survived? What if your story, your pain, your comeback was the exact thing someone else needed to hear to not give up? That's purpose. Turning your wound into someone else's medicine. You don't need to have it all figured out to inspire others. You just need to be honest. So don't just heal for yourself. Heal for the people who will cross your path one day and silently thank you for not giving up. Detach from the old identity. Sometimes it's not the pain that holds us back. It's the story we keep telling ourselves about who we are. You keep saying, I'm walking, I'm broken. I'm not good enough. I always mess things up. But let me ask you, who gave you that script? Was it failure? Rejection? A parent? Society? Whoever it was. It's time to rewrite the narrative. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the lowest moment of your life. You are whoever you choose to become, starting right now. It's time to let the old identity die. Yes, it hurts. But just like a snake sheds its skin to grow, you must release the old you to make room for who you're becoming. The battle is daily, but so is the victory. Here's the truth no one likes to say out loud. Healing doesn't happen in one breakthrough moment. It happens in tiny, boring decisions every single day. The moment you get out of bed when you wanted to quit. The moment you journal instead of numb out. The moment you breathe through the urge to give in. That's the work. That's the real transformation. And every day you choose growth, even a little. You're stacking wins. You're rebuilding your life. You're proving to yourself that you're not a victim of your story. You're the author of it. So if today feels hard, good. That means you're doing the real work. Keep going. You're already winning more than you know. Turn your pain into purpose. What if the very thing that broke you is what will build you? You've been through things that others will never understand. You felt shame, frustration, and maybe even hopelessness. But that pain, it has value if you use it. When you transform your struggle into strength, your story into a lesson, and your scars into tools to help others, you become more than someone who quit a bad habit. You become a light in a world full of people still stuck in the dark. So don't just quit for yourself. Quit for the younger version of you who needed a role model. Quit for the next person searching for a way out. Your healing isn't selfish. It's your greatest gift to the world. Design the man you want to become. Here's a question I want you to seriously sit with. Who are you becoming? Not just what you want to quit, but what you want to create. Close your eyes and imagine him. The most disciplined, powerful, magnetic version of yourself. How does he walk? How does he talk? How does he treat others? What does his daily routine look like? Now here's the secret. You don't become him all at once. You become him every time you make a decision like he would. Every time you act like he already exists. This is identity-based change. You're not waiting to be that man. You're choosing to be him now, one decision at a time. So the question is, what would the highest version of you do right now?